Well, welcome to SRL 180. Before we start, we'll have the theme music. Let's play that now. Uh. Let's go! And here we are in SRL 180, episode 14. We have, and I have my host here, Joshua Butterfield, Tim James, and Jackson Allison will be joining late with us today. We've got a special guest in Will K who will be on later, and we've got a lot to go through today. And how are we, Josh and Tim?
We're good, lad.
Yeah, good.
It's going to be a good one tonight, and we've got, I think that we've definitely got a few stuff going around the league that really can be talked about.
Yeah, most definitely.
Round 6,
Yeah.
It was a great round of footy, and we've got round 7 to preview. Yeah, so we
Great round.
we may as well. So we'll start with the. We'll start with the round 6 analysis. So we'll go. Okay, just gotta get my thing up. Sorry, yeah. Okay. Result. Okay. Okay, so we're about to get this up, but okay. You guys should be able to see that. And yeah, but guess this is. But we'll start off with the struggling Cowboys. They lost by 32 points to 18. What were their thoughts on these boys?
Yeah, it's pretty, pretty unexpected. Oh, yeah, no, it was alright.
Sorry, which game was this?
The Cowboys v Raiders.
Yeah, I don't. The Cowboys were really in it in the first half. Scores going 12-all. Like, don't think they really played too badly, the Cowboys, but the Raiders have been too good over the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
You got Jack O'Neill, who's been playing outstanding footy for them.
He played at fullback and scored 3 tries.
Yeah, like he's been one of their best players this year. Like and a couple others that I can't put my finger on at the moment. But yeah, definitely much deserved win from the Raiders.
It was a good fight from both teams. Cowboys came back at the end, but just couldn't get through it enough. Just couldn't get over their line. So yeah, good on the Raiders managing to hold them off.
Yeah.
So what was the next game?
Yeah, I think the Cowboys were just outplayed by the Raiders in the end. Yeah, as I said, they were definitely just outplayed. And the next game was I believe it was
Broncos and Seagulls?
I had the Broncos at the top of my tongue. Yes.
Yeah.
I knew it was that one. Okay, Broncos. They were Broncos and Seagulls. Broncos didn't have some calls by the referee going their way. I think that they they tried their hearts out. They couldn't do much else. So just Manly in like KCK, he played outstanding again. He was their heart and soul. He got over for a double. He proved why he's one of the premier wingers in the competition.
Yeah, once again, the scores at halftime showed that the Broncos were in it. Like they were competing a lot. Yeah, yes, they didn't have a couple calls go their way, but realistically, they needed to work on their defense in the second half. But other than that, I think they played a pretty good game against a top four contender.
Definitely
Yeah.
did. Think it was a great effort from the Broncos, but they just can't. They just keep falling off in the second half, and it needs to probably stop. I reckon.
Yeah, most definitely.
They're pretty much done for the year, so I can see why they're dropping off. But you got to always play to the final buzzer of round 7. That's what my thoughts are. No matter what, you got to play to the final buzzer of round 7. But yep, that's my thoughts on it. But and so we got the first game of Tuesday night footy. Rabbitohs making a statement on the New Zealand Warriors. What are our thoughts on this? They won 28 points to 6.
Yeah, it was crazy, that game. I mean, it just comes to show that, everyone's sort of proven right. Warriors are an on and off team, and Rabbitohs are still a top 4 team to contend with. And it was good to see the Rabbitohs, really show that they're not giving up on their squad yet. So it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Rabbitohs were I think that my team, as a Rabbitohs player, we were very good. And in the addition of Isaac Edwards off the bench he played amazing off the bench. He was outstanding off the bench, and he was watching tonight. He was outstanding, as I said. Isaac Edwards, someone to watch out for. Got the number 7. He'll play number 7 this week.
Yeah, good on him. Good on him, lad.
Got his start back.
Much deserved.
Right.
Okay, so that was a great. Now we'll move on to the final match of the round. A heartbreaker for Penrith and Tim v. Butter. Eels just get over the top, 19 points to 18. God, the Eels looked flat for the first 60 minutes.
Yeah, I didn't watch the game the first when it was live, but when I checked halftime, it didn't look good for the Eels. I thought it was just a dead loss for them. But it just comes to show that, Eels can come back from such a low scoring game just to beat the Panthers. So it was pretty good of a game.
Yeah, it was a very close match. It was a back and forth, really tussle for the top position. First 10-15 minutes, it didn't shape. It looked like it was going to shape up for a good game. It was a lot of sloppy sets, not what you would think from the top 2 teams. But look, the Eels played very well in the first and last 20 minutes, and that's what really won it for the game. The Panthers' defense was shocking towards the end. To allow two tries and a field goal, all unanswered, no reply, no nothing in about 20 minutes. It's just it wasn't great. But I gotta give hats off to the Eels. They really deserved the win. They really grinded out their game. Gotta give thanks to Kennedy. He really tried his hardest out there.
Yeah, really did.
Brody Kennedy was amazing. He was
He
absolutely.
looks crazy out there.
356 running meters. What the hell? This Brody Kennedy guy, you gotta watch out for him. He's a top. I actually thought Lachlan Martin for the Panthers was talking to me about at the start of the season about Brody Kennedy being a top 3 fullback, and I'm like, yeah, I guess he is. I mean, I think that I was just going off that he probably knows Brody Kennedy better, and I didn't realise how good he was until this season. Brody Kennedy is outstanding.
Yeah, hats off to Brody Kennedy. One of the best fullbacks in the game right now.
So good on him too.
Yeah, most definitely. deserves to be somewhere up in the best fullbacks and the best players in the SRL.
I think he's top.
So good on him.
I think he's third behind Dingo and Bunce. I think. Well, actually, he could be fourth. Dingo,
Yeah, I'll
Bunce,
place him at fourth.
Barnes. He'd probably actually fourth.
Look, good on him.
Yeah, but good on him. Yeah, that was a great match to end the round, and so yeah, but it's a gutsy performance by the Eels, as I said. So I think though that Tim James, players like Tim James, like it was a team effort in the end. It was pretty
Yeah.
team good effort from them. So I think that we're gonna actually something that isn't planned, but we're gonna look at it. We're actually gonna look at the before we do some. We'll look at other things. We're actually gonna look at We're actually gonna have a look at. I think we'll have a look at what finals implications what the finals is gonna look like with what the finals is gonna look like at this point. The finals may look like.
Yeah.
We'll actually look at what the finals could look like with different results. So I've got the ladder up there. So it's got Eels are in first, Rabbitohs. So the Eels and Eels have basically locked in their spot. The Eels have locked in their spot in the 4. They cannot get any lower than. They cannot finish. I don't think they can finish below second. No, third. I think the lowest is. But
Yeah.
I don't think, and they also can't finish below. They can't finish below second or third. But they've got now. They're gonna. The Eels, I think, they're playing the Cowboys. Most likely a win, but if they lose, it's not the end of the world. The Rabbitohs, they got the Broncos, so they could drip out of the 4, but the results would have to not go their way too. Results would definitely not be going their way if the Rabbitohs weren't to get in. So do you reckon the Rabbitohs will get in, boys? Or against the Broncos? Do you reckon I'll beat the Broncos here?
Yeah.
Oh, really hard one to call, Liam. They should. Rugby League Live 4 likes to really toss in a bomb every now and then.
It could happen. I reckon one of those two games. I reckon the Cowboys. I have a feeling the Cowboys could beat them.
Yeah.
Really?
Most probably.
The Cowboys could beat the Eels. I just have a feeling they may. But the last time someone's had a feeling about the Cowboys winning against the top 4 side, they got beat by 50. So maybe they're going to beat by 50.
Yeah.
Yep. So that was and also we're in third. We got the Panthers. So they can the Panthers can easily miss the finals with a loss. If the Panthers,
the Warriors still need to win.
The Warriors would need a win. All the Warriors need is a win if the Panthers lose.
Yes.
And the Seagulls would need to win big if the Panthers to miss, Seagulls would need to win big if it wasn't Warriors winning. To knock them up.
Yeah, definitely.
It was definitely, but these could miss, but I think the Eels will get in. I mean, even if Eels, I think the Raiders will fight, but they'll just be too good, I reckon, probably. These will be, knowing how we're going, probably be too good. But, yeah. Raiders, if they lose, they can also miss, but if they win, they're definitely in the 4. Raiders, no matter what, should be proud of themselves.
Definitely.
Wooden spoon favourites to start out the year and competing for 4 position within the last round. Great effort from the Raiders. They should be proud of themselves no matter what.
Wait, so if the Rabbitohs lose by, let's say 10 or more, and let's say Raiders lose by 2, Warriors win by 10, Rabbitohs lose by 10. Rabbitohs are out of the top 4. Like,
So what did you say would happen? What did you say?
okay, so let's say Rabbitohs lose by 10.
Yep.
Then the Warriors win by 10. Okay?
Yep.
If the Raiders don't lose by more than a couple points, then the Rabbitohs would be out of the.
Yeah, they would. You're not wrong there. But as I said, results would have to go very, very wrong for the Rabbitohs
Yeah.
for them to miss the finals. And now we've got I think though that it's a very interesting situation. And Manly and Warriors are out of the top 4. They could come in. I think the Warriors are likely of the two. The Manly are going to need a miracle. Some people said they've got Manly in the 4. I just can't see them getting in with their points differential.
Yep.
Their points differential is a 4. But they have got some great signs with Chaz Dingo moving back to his old club. And they've got a huge off-season. They have moved a bunch of great players and underrating sightings, which we'll get into in a second or two. Once Jacko comes back, we'll probably get into that, I reckon.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just gonna grab some water. Hold on.
All right. Yeah, I got you. You're fine. Yeah, but now we've got the I think this is a very easy thing you can miss easily in the SRL, and how competitive it's been. I think that's a great thing in the SRL so far.
It's been a crazy, season, for competing.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like the top 4, you lose a game and you're just out of it like that. Like this is the last round.
Yeah.
So you guys got to win or you go no finals. Yeah.
Go big or
Crazy.
go home this round.
Yeah.
Than a lot of people are talking about.
Cowboys, I feel sorry for 110 minus 110 point differential.
Yeah,
God,
but
I feel
next
sorry
season they'll be pretty strong.
We'll get into their signings. So good signings from Chris Lord. Been so good at signings.
He's been pretty busy. He's been pretty busy so far as becoming the captain.
Jai's got a question in the live chat. Who do you all reckon will get MVP? You got
I'm not going to be biased, but I'm going to say Chance Puns. That guy's been fire. He's been on fire for the entire season. Like he's never had an off game, or if he ever has, then
Yeah. Look,
it's crazy to notice.
If Barnes had continued his form, it would have been an easy choice. But I think now it's up against. Excuse me. It's between probably Bunce and Kennedy, probably.
Yeah.
Kennedy has had a good couple last games. I think he might have gotten a couple, 1 or 2 threes here and there, but never know.
I think that I won't be biased. The only person from Rabbitohs that could get is Dingo, but as I've said previously, I just don't see Dingo won't has to compete for points every week. Whenever his team does well, it could be about one of 5 or 6 guys who could be getting points. That's it. What's holding Dingo back? If I have to give my honest opinion, I'll go Smokey, and I'm gonna Smokey in. I'm actually gonna go with Mr. Mark Iron. And
Yeah.
Mr.
That's
Mark
fair
Iron.
enough. Yeah. He's probably going to be the Raiders Player of the Year. He's been very good for them. Very solid.
Agacious Bear, who is Lachlan Martin in the chat. Dingo is the best player in the comp. But Bunsey will get it since he gets points anytime. Anytime they go close to winning it. I would agree with that. Yep. So he's basically saying that whenever the Warriors do good, he'll get points.
Because he's always
involved.
There.
When the Warriors do well, he'll get points. That's
just a question, guys. If it wasn't a fullback, who would you put in your Player of the Year as like a non-fullback? Like who would you put there? It's but like actual like who would you put in your Player of the Year for like a non-fullback?
It's a tough one. Trying to think. Second half of the year, I would have put Jack O'Neill, but because it hasn't been full year, probably wouldn't pick him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real tough.
Go Tarango Fehu. I would go Tarango Fehu or Jordan. No. Yeah, I would go Tarango Fehu.
I'd actually go with David Barner.
Oh, he was on the top
pretty
of my
crazy.
tongue too, yeah.
That guy's pretty crazy. 4 tries, 150 average run meters.
Yeah.
Like, that man's insane. Like, I reckon he would be my Player of the Year if it wasn't for, fullbacks being so bloody good. So big ups, David Barner.
People, and Jai Collins in the chat has just said Jai Collins ? And Pete Redo has said Jai Collins.
Nah. Jai Collins. Nah, he won't get it. I don't think. I won't even put him there.
Jai,
yeah.
Yeah. I think Jai would be a center of the year. He could be a dark horse for that. I'm excited to see Thomas Mendonca on the left side for the Rabbitohs this week. The man's electric, so he could be great in that number 3 role. And the Rabbitohs seem to like that left-hand side. So it'd be interesting, especially against the Broncos too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but since Jacko isn't back, I think we're probably gonna move on to the signings of the round. So we'll move on to that now. The signings of the round. So who are some of our signings of the round? We'll go through.
Well, signings of this, I don't know. There's a lot of great signings actually in the SRL now.
I think we'll go through all player signings.
But I'd actually say Chaz Dingo. I think that was unexpected for him to, go back to Manly, where he used to play, where he dominated. So that's pretty crazy for him.
It all started on the 15th with Bo Sadler's move from the Raiders to Manly. Not a bad one, honestly. He's been pretty solid for the Raiders all season. Decent pickup from Manly. Then we got Tyler Clay. You're probably hurting on that one, aren't you? Aren't you, Liam?
Well, Tyler Clay.
Yeah.
I think he's a good signing for Manly.
So, nah, it's alright.
Okay, so it's a bit sad that I'm just gonna give my personal thoughts. I just don't think, and this is to all players in the chat. This isn't encouraged, so don't do it. But if you're asked by a captain what you're doing next season, be bloody honest. There's nothing worse than your captain then your captain thinking, oh yeah, this player's staying. Yep, don't have to worry about him. But then 2 seconds later, you backflip on that and you sign with another club. It hurt to the captain, man, and it hurts. It hurt to the leadership member. Hurt to the leadership member.
Yeah, it's alright, you know. You'll get over it eventually. You'll sign someone else different
Yeah.
than Tyler Clay. I mean,
Luka Moscow, as I was referring to directly. I mean, he
Yeah.
told the captain he was leaving, so Tyrone Clay, I expect. So, but one of my
yeah.
favorite signings was, I actually like I love this move for Sonny Ty. I actually love the Panthers moving to the Raiders. I like that move. I don't get why they signed a winger. I don't know. I think they maybe use him in the halves. I don't know. But I loved him getting a home. I think he'll find a home there.
I also think Jackson's move to the Seagulls is going to be beneficial for him. He's been really in the slum with the Broncos, and it's not the Broncos' fault. It hasn't been their season, and I think Jackson just needed to get away from that for a little bit.
Even though I may be a little biased here, I think the Jackson Cutler move to the Rabbitohs was a great signing by Jai Collins. Knowing that Jackson Cutler does know Jai Collins in real life, I think it's a great signing, and I think he's inactive right now, but it's a good thing that Jai Collins picked him up.
Yeah.
Then we've got Juan Parker moving to Manly. What do we think of this?
Don't think. No, I don't know. I like that.
Useless pickup. I mean, they already got. Was he like a centre? Is he a centre? Yeah, nah.
He's Corey
I
Bell
think they're good on
2.0.
centres. Nah, Juan Parker. I don't know. I don't really want to say anything on it.
Yeah. Look, I don't think they really needed to get a centre, but
I think he was signed to play wing.
Has he? Oh, okay.
Okay, good.
Fair enough. They've got Corey Bell leaving, but they also got Tyler Clay, so
Yeah.
yeah. Then we've got Remy going to the Rabbitohs. Must be stoked for that one, Liam.
Yep, I am. I was actually the one that made that signing. It was under instruction, but I was pretty stoked to make that signing. So
then we've got
team.
Damien Moana moving to the Cowboys. Look, Charles Moana at the moment. Well, before all of their big signings came out, I would not have moved to the Cowboys. Like, if I was Moana.
Someone needed to move. Like, it wasn't fair that they weren't getting anyone. Yeah, it wouldn't have been fair if, say, like, and I think the commissioner even said to some players, hey, can you move up to the Cowboys? Because I think he was pretty worried for them. That no one was just going to want to move to the Wooden Spooners. Like, I think all they needed was one or two good players to move, and they all follow. And most people are followers. They're not.
And then we've got what was announced on Kickoff podcast. Jordan Williams moved to the Panthers.
Pretty crazy.
Well, yeah,
we could have kept him under the new salary cap, but Mr. Williams decided to.
Guess he just didn't want to stay.
No, he couldn't backflip. He would have if he could have.
Yeah.
He actually. Yeah. You know what happened? So what happened was, because the salary, he had already decided by Wednesday. He had already decided way before you could have 4 goals. He actually decided that he was gonna go to the Panthers anyway. Yeah. Which he could have actually stayed.
Yeah. Well, he's linking up with one of his mates in Lockwood Martin. Like, I know those two are pretty good mates, so I'm actually feeling really happy for Lockie and the Panthers. It's a good signing from them. Big signing.
It's
definitely.
really sad for me. I've played
Yeah.
with Jordan my whole career till this point.
Yeah, you were telling me you're hoping that if one of you did move, that you guys would move together just to play in the same club.
Moved.
Yeah.
Then we've got the forgive me if I'm wrong, the captain of the Cowboys moving to the Raiders.
Yep,
Yeah.
you're right there.
And Luke Malchus, yeah. Wow.
That was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Didn't see that one coming, eh?
No.
He stepped down from captaincy and then just went right to the Raiders. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Then we've got Sam Herbin. That after it was announced that he was actually announced to leave the Seagulls before Chaz Dingo signed with the Seagulls, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dingo's signing was always kept secret.
Oh,
I think it was in the works for a week though.
yeah, that's probably it. But moving to the Broncos, yeah, the Broncos needed a fullback, quality fullback. But Jason Farah moving to the Broncos as well, that's something that surprised me a little bit. Because
That was pretty crazy.
yeah, it's very, very gutsy, yeah. Then we got Maverick Oldfield, a rookie moving to the Seagulls. Haven't seen a lot of him, so
Yeah.
any thoughts? Like,
No thoughts on that. I've never really seen him play, so I don't really got an idea.
Then we've got Robbie Elms coming from the Seagulls to the Panthers. I guess that's just one of the casualties when the Seagulls started going on a signing spree. They need to let a couple people go, and unfortunately, Elms and if we go on, Michael Crimp will also just unlucky to get offloaded. But Elms was lucky enough to get picked up by the Panthers. I think that's a pretty good signing for him. Good to see him come over to the Panthers. Yeah. Then we've got couple signings for the Broncos. We've got Tyler Weston, Michael Crimp, and Cherry Evans moving from the Cowboys.
Yeah, good on them.
Yeah, like Cherry Evans is a quality player.
Yeah, Cherry Evans needed if he goes to like a good team with like a good, backside, like halfback, 5'8", then I think he'll be a much better player.
Yeah. Then we got Lucas Burns, who's a little bit under the radar. Anyone know much about him?
Lucas Burns?
Oh.
Yeah.
Who did he sign with Penrith?
He signed with Penrith, yes.
Oh yeah, I think it's a good signing. I mean, he only just signed the SRL.
Okay, so he's one of the rookies.
Yeah, he only just joined. Like he played for the Broncos like 2 or 3 games, but that's it.
Fair. Then we've got one of the biggest adventures, Tim James, going to the Raiders and then coming back to the Eels, all within.
The Raiders. I didn't see actually that they signed Luke Malchus, and they already had Fetu, so I couldn't really play for them, or he had to get rid of one of those, great forwards. So
yeah,
I went to Raiders for a couple hours, and then got to move back. So
yeah, saw the training facilities and was like,
saw it all, saw how they do it, and then take that information just back to the Eels.
Then we've got unfortunately Sonny Tai moving from the Panthers to the Raiders. Yeah. It's a good signing from the Raiders. Like he is a very I think is he playing wing for the Raiders?
I think he would. They've got Luke Thompson and Jack O'Neill.
Yeah.
I tried to join the Raiders as well. They didn't need a half, so I'm assuming he's going to play wing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we've got Theo Scott moving to the Panthers. Jackson would know more about this, but what does Theo play?
I don't know actually.
Theo Scott. Did he move to the Panthers?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's center.
So he's probably filling in for Juan then.
Yeah, probably a better center than Juan too.
Oh, hey.
I mean, Juan was a rookie. Theo Scott's more experienced.
Oh, he actually joined halfway through last year. He just never got a game.
He joined in round 7 apparently.
Oh, I thought it was round 6. Oh well.
Around 6 or 7, but Theo Scott's played the whole SRL.
Yeah, that's actually fair enough. Yeah. Then we've got Tyson Payne from the Seagulls to the Broncos. I'm assuming that's another one of the casualties to the signing spree.
They cleared out and have done a great job, the Broncos have, in my opinion. They've cleared out the club and built it with great players. Got some great players too.
Yeah. Then we've got Simon Hunt coming to the Panthers. I'm sorry, I'm really bad with players. What does Hunt play?
Second row.
He plays second row.
Really?
Yeah.
We've got I'm a little surprised with that signing. We've got a couple good quality second rows in the Panthers, so
I don't know why they signed Simon Hunt. I think it was just because they could afford a gold. I don't think you need one, to be honest. A gold forward, Rabbitohs are staying loyal to their players. I think that what we're doing well is that we're not trying to kick players out, and you want to show loyalty. Like we could sign someone like Kobe Johnston, but then kick like McCartney out or something. But it's like we don't want to kick it. Our forward pack. We don't want to kick out because they're so loyal. We reward loyalty.
Totally fair. Then we've got a bunch of Cowboys signings, and I think these are some really quality signings in Stace Pace, Cooper Gronk, Tyler Amatagi, and Luka Moscow. I think those are all some really quality signings and look great signs for rebuilding for the Cowboys.
Good on them.
I want to know who's going to play fullback. I mean, Luka Moscow or Adamani, I reckon.
Was that the battle it out, I guess?
I think it'll be Luka Moscow because didn't he play a bit in the SRL Nines?
He did, yes. He played in the Nines.
Then we've got Jackson Cutler. Can you tell us a little bit of this, Liam?
Jackson Cutler is Jack Collins' in real life friend. And Jackson Cutler is also he is a Warrior. He's from the Warriors. He was drafted. I think he was drafted like top 10. The Rabbitohs would draft him with their first draft pick. He just didn't fall to us. And Luka Moscow fell.
What position?
He's a center winger. No, I think he's a winger. A center fullback actually. Center fullback.
Yeah. That's it. That's probably a good signing from you guys. He's gotten some good experience in the Warriors and good.
The Rabbitohs before this have had. I think we have 3 out of our 3 back out of the back 5 signed. We have Cutler, we have Mendonca and Collins.
Yeah.
We just need to sign 2 wingers. No, we need Mendonca could play a wing. We need to sign a center and a wing or 2 wings.
Then,
no, actually,
we've got Will Cahill.
You go.
We've got Will Cahill who will be joining us just after we finish the signings. He moved, and I think this is a very good move from him, but a little bit of a surprise. Coming from the Cowboys to Manly. I was a little surprised. I didn't think he was going to leave the Cowboys, but it's a good place to go there. The Seagulls, I think they're going to be a pretty good team for halves, really.
Yeah.
And we've got a couple people leaving the Eels.
Yeah.
What do you think of these blokes?
Yeah, no, obviously playing with them my entire career. Both of them great bloody players. Obviously, Thomas Wallace, uh, got to say one of the best players I've played with, and Kobe Johnson as well. Captain dropping
Yeah.
off and giving it to Eli Barnes. It's terrible losing him. We'll suffer that loss.
Mm.
No one can replace these type of players, and it'll suck. Not having them anymore on the Eels.
Yeah, and they've been really,
Yeah,
like you said, they've been really quality players for you guys.
exactly.
Really leading from the front. And I hate to say it's going to be good for the Cowboys. Sorry, Tim. But
Nah, it's all good.
good
Nah,
for
good on the Cowboys. They managed to sign them, so try to work on them.
Yeah. Now we've got Corey Parker moving to the Broncos. Little surprising in my opinion. He locked down the lock role at the Panthers, but decides to move to the Broncos.
I mean, that
Good on him.
Jordan Williams joined though, so.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that. Yeah, that's probably why he joined the Broncos. Yeah. The Broncos are rebuilding, so yeah, if you're going to a club, probably go to the Broncos. They've got a good chance of fighting back in the next couple of seasons, so we'll have to look out for that. Now we've got the Broncos' former captain, Joey Kelly. What do you think,
Ooh.
Tim?
I don't know. I'm gonna be completely honest. I think he's watching this, but I don't think half the Eagles team like him. Obviously because I don't know why, but half the team don't really like him. But I'm sure we'll find a way to get him, to get along. And honestly, that's a great ass signing. I mean, Joey Kelly, he's never beaten us. He's never beaten us. So
I guess he never will.
hey, if you can't beat him, you got to join him. Just like that. So I respect that decision to come to the Eels, Joey. But good on him. Got on him.
Yeah, it was probably a hard decision to leave the Broncos, but yeah, it's good signing on your behalf. He's probably one of the better wings in the game.
Yeah.
So yeah, good on you. Then we've got Samuel Lillard coming to you guys as well.
Yeah. Nah, mate, that's bloody great. Me and Charlie Butler and Ethan Durant obviously know this man. Outside of this, so we sort of tried to get him in on the draft night, but we couldn't because Kobe, obviously got some other players, but it's good to have him on the team now, and he's a bloody crazy prop. Seeing him playing for the Raiders is just bloody amazing. He's just a great prop, and he'll make a great player on the team. So good on him.
Then finally, before I decide to announce mine, we've got Lennox Prakash coming to the Broncos as well. Another loss for you, Joey. It's got to be a real struggle for you guys at the moment.
Lennox must suck, Liam. Losing such a great, luck forward.
Yeah.
Good on Lennox.
Yeah, definitely. So I think it's time.
Give me a decision.
Put me an offer.
Let Liam be here for the moment.
Yeah, definitely.
Let me write it. I've just got to put this up. Okay.
Jacko's here.
Is he? Oh, Jacko, you came just in time.
Just in time.
Yeah, hello guys. Sorry, I had a few things going on, so a bit late. But yeah, let's do it. Is this the big announcement or is this the interview?
Big announcement.
Oh.
Just waiting on Liam.
Yep, we are ready.
Been waiting for this all week. All right. Do you want a countdown or a drum roll or something?
I think I would just go through a little bit of my thought, just so the other captain doesn't feel too disheartened. So basically, this was one of the first captains to come up to me, and he was very welcoming, and told me he was looking to get someone to start, looking for a person, and initially it wasn't really on my radar. I was actually really looking at the Broncos to start off with. Gotta admit, but then the form dropped off, and it became the fight between Souths and Manly. Unfortunately, sorry, Liam, but I'm joining.
Manly.
I've decided to join the Manly team. This was before all the big signings came in, but you know, I've decided I want to pursue being a half, and also wanted to come in after I found out that Jackson was joining. I thought I would link up with him. I did really want to link up with you, Liam, but I just feel like my career is going to be better down at Manly. So
Jeez.
That's very interesting, Butters. I'm happy to know your thought process, and yeah, we're gonna play great. We're gonna be good teammates. So yeah, welcome to the team. Welcome you too. Now we've got obviously the two big rookie halves heading to Manly next season. Well, from this season, they were tipped for big things. Both haven't really performed, which is Josh Butterfield and Will Kay. So we're actually going to get the ladder on here. Will Kay, do you want to come on and have a chat? If you're there.
Hey boys,
Hey,
how you
mate.
going?
good.
Yeah,
Not
good.
too bad.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
going good.
cool.
Mate. Start from the fact that I just got
What's
my
your
heart
thoughts on
broken.
joining? What's your thoughts on joining Josh Butterfield in season 3 at the
You know,
Manly? And me
I'm
as well.
thrilled, mate. I'm honestly thrilled. I've always wanted to play with Butters. We've gotten along for quite a while now. We're mates, so I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to
Yep.
hitting the field with him.
It's gonna be really cool having the two big rookie halves from season 2 who didn't really. I would have expected one of you to get rookie of the season. Both have been a bit unlucky just with your
Yeah.
circumstances, but I think I'm really hyped. Honestly, we're gonna have a really good team. I hope you two are in the halves, and then me at second row. Byron Boone, who's been potentially one of the rookies of this season. At the hooker, maybe.
Yeah,
I'm happy
definitely.
with that. And then the big signing, Chaz Dingo. What a legend, honestly. It's gonna be a good team.
Yeah.
I'm really hyped. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
And I'm
I
not
think we just have
hyped.
to-
I'm not very hyped.
So-
Yeah, Manly, they can literally they can go be the Rabbitohs of season 2, but break the cap. Yeah, there shouldn't be a cap if this is gonna happen.
But yeah, I think it was at the start of this season, right after the rookies game. Messaged Kay and was like, "Oh, mate, I really hope we get signed together."
Yeah.
I was a little upset when well, I wasn't too upset when I joined the Panthers, but I was a little upset that I didn't get to play with Kay. But I guess this year, this season, we're going to be linking up, and hopefully it's going to be all good times.
Yep.
Yep. Looking forward
Yeah,
to it.
I mean, both you've been kind of unlucky. Butters, you've been stuck to the bench all season except the last couple. But you've shown something the last couple of games. You've looked really promising, mate.
Thanks, mate.
And well, you've also looked really good in the struggling Cowboys team. So I know it's been a tough season for you guys, but you've been good. So
Yeah, thank you. It sure has been a tough season.
so how's it going up there, Will? Like, is the team lost, like, they're not on the same page anymore, or you still got a good setup up there, or what's going on?
So everything's kind of gone to shiz. I'm gonna say for the sake of the podcast. Luke Malkus, you was talking about Luke Malkus leaving. I think what's really happened is that the Crystal Lords actually come in, and it wasn't as such as stepping down as captain as it was a hostile takeover.
Right, okay.
More kind of thing.
Yep.
A lot of players have either chosen to leave or have been forced to leave. I've been forced to leave myself.
That's really unlucky, mate.
I didn't agree.
I
with
was
that.
looking forward to staying at the Cowboys.
It's different.
I really wanted to stay, and I wish I could, but due to the circumstances of the salary cap, and the new
It's
captain
pretty
wanting to get
bullshit
his
in
mates
my
playing
opinion.
5'8".
It's pretty bullshit in my opinion
Oh.
that you can't stay.
Yeah.
But Manly can develop a team like that. Does not
Honestly,
give it.
Will,
Does
I
not
mean,
make a.
some-
Does not make
some-
a sense in my brain. That thing up there
Yeah.
does not have. It does not make sense.
sometimes, Will, I feel like, I've also had a really poor season, especially with the Broncos. We're second last, you guys last.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just better to just have a change of scenery, go to a new place. I mean, Manly, they've definitely been the most hot and cold team season 2. They're 3-3, so they've gone. I think they've gone loss win, something like that. They've followed that,
Yeah.
but yeah, they could possibly make the finals if they get up this weekend against the Warriors, which is really exciting. And the same with the Raiders, they beat the Panthers, so that could be some big shocks. So,
Yeah, exactly.
but yeah, I'm looking forward to linking up with both Butters and Kay in season 3.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, do you want me to talk about just the circumstances of me leaving?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Yeah. So on the Wednesday, I got a message from Chris Lord saying we put a new system in, all this stuff. Would you like to be part of the team? Of course, I was looking forward to staying with the Cowboys. I'm the Cowboy till I die. I wanted to stay. I was looking forward to it. I was thinking about even like just being a one club player. I thought that'd be cool as well, like living it through, seeing where it takes me, or like the high bits, the low bits. But unfortunately, I got a message after I signed, saying sorry about the cap. You got to go.
Oh.
Hang on,
That's
Yeah.
cool, especially considering
who
you
they
already
keep
bet.
instead of you?
It wasn't who they kept. It was So basically, what they were trying to do is they had enough. The silvers were all good because I'm a silver player, and I was only played of that. It was more about the rookies, I believe. They needed 2 rookies, and I believe that the circumstance was that Chris Lord's mate, personal mate, was going to come in as a rookie next season as a 5'8", and that's kind of why they chose to get rid of me.
That's unlucky.
Yeah, it's
that
unlucky, but
sucks.
that's how it happened. And
Who is that
I guess-
coming in?
I believe Comish actually blocked it in the end, so not anymore.
Oh, but
he-
who was it actually going to be?
I'm
Do you
not
know?
sure. I didn't get a
Oh.
name, but that's what the circumstance was.
What?
Okay, well, so I'm guessing Rohan Kowal is staying up at the Cowboys. Is that right?
I believe so at this time. Yes.
And then the other half, have we got anyone else for another half?
I don't even think they're gonna be able to sign anyone. I would have been putting a late dish offer for Butterfield. That's it.
Yeah, I don't know. They got. I don't know. They've signed a lot of outside backs. I think the Cowboys.
They have signed a lot of outside backs, and they've also gotten rid of Cherry Evans, who probably could have.
Cherry Evans was their best player
Played
in
in
my
there.
opinion. It should have been.
I reckon Cherry Evans was one of our best players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
He
don't know.
just performed all season. He was playing so well.
They haven't really got a big coup. Like they haven't really picked up anyone massive. I would say. Would I be wrong there, or am I right to say that they haven't got anyone like a huge player in the SRL? Just looking at their signings.
that's also true.
Oh, they picked up. Oh no, they've picked up Kobe Johnson and Wallace. So there's
Yeah,
2
yeah.
solid players. Few other outside backs, but I don't know. I feel like they're still going to probably struggle in season 3, unfortunately. But
Yeah, their spine hasn't really improved. If anything, it's gotten a downgrade. Losing Cherry Evans and you will I think I think what they need to work on was getting a good fullback. That's what they needed to do.
I think
Yeah.
I think their losses are like higher than their signings.
Yeah,
I don't think they've. I don't know. The recruitment's interesting, but just good job to Chris Ward, I guess. He's trying his best up there.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. But I'm happy to be at the Manly next season, the Sea Eagles. I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, you guys got good coaching staff. Your culture seems good.
Yeah, well, you got your last game this week for the Cowboys against playing Parramatta, actually. Down there at Combank. So, what's the message from Malchus to the boys this week? Just play for a bit of fun, or because Ollie's leaving?
it's play for a bit of fun. It's kind of sad. Like we've got me leaving. Obviously, we've got the captain that's been captain for 2 years, and he's done a phenomenal job.
Yep.
And obviously,
Very
there's a
good
bit of
captain, Luke
bit of
Malchus.
takeover
That's a
there.
great signing for the Raiders.
Malchus had every opportunity to stay at Cowboys, but he decided that the Raiders needed more help.
So it was a decision similar to mine, essentially, because
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
So he wasn't going to be captain regardless, whether he stayed or not. But
Why?
yeah, that's what happened. And then obviously,
why was Luke not going to be a captain?
like I said, he didn't step down. Chris Lord took over.
Chris Lord took
For him.
over. What the fuck?
As
That
in,
does
like,
not.
he just-
I don't.
how did that
Fuck.
happen?
That just does not make sense in my brain.
I think he's saying that if Malchus had stayed, he would have.
Yeah, I get that, but I
No,
just
no.
don't
If
get.
Malchus had stayed, he wouldn't have stayed captain.
I just
Oh,
don't.
but then how did Chris Lord just come
Chris
in?
Lord is not. That's not fair. Chris Lord should not get captaincy. If you're giving someone else captaincy, it cannot be from outside another team. Like, it's been a rule since season 1. You've got to be there for a season or two.
That's an interesting point, Liam.
I just
What
don't
just
think
did he
it's
send
fair.
a message or something, or
Like players like
What
Pete
happened, Will?
Grotto could have
Because-
got it. Like, I would have given it to, like, I don't think Chris Lord, but I would have given it to a fair few other
I think-
players.
what they should have done is they should have signed Lord first before they did it, because it kind of, I don't know, it just kind of defeated the purpose of the signings, because we had already found out before the signings had opened that he was already heading to the Cowboys. So I don't know. It's an interesting one. But yeah, he just kind of took over, as Will said. But yeah, it's been exciting hearing that Butters is heading off to Manly as well as Will Case. So
Yeah,
and myself
so,
and a lot of
looking
others.
forward to it.
Yep.
I just wanted to be known that, like, before I heard, like, you, Dingo, all of them were joining, I was going to join anyways. So, like,
Oh yeah, Dingo signing was a big part of me signing with the Seagulls. That was one of the main 2 reasons.
Can I give you a reason,
Yeah.
Butterfield? I just want to say, would you would be the star of our team if you had have joined us?
yeah,
The game plan would have been built around you.
yeah. Well,
Now we have no fullback.
I had
It's still
to-
trying to persuade him.
a little. I had a couple of doubts the past couple of days, but I'd actually already reached out to KCK and Matt, and said that I would be joining them because they needed an answer, and I just don't feel like it's right to backpedal on any deals. I'm a man of my word, so I'm sticking to Manly.
Good on you.
Yeah. It's very similar to me, Will, because I think we have 11 players out of 17 leaving the Broncos. So that is huge. We have
That
11 players that are playing their
massive.
last game this week. So we're just going out for a bit of fun against Souths. Yeah, we're just playing for pride at this point. So it's going to be a very new look Broncos and Cowboys teams for season 3. So it's interesting. So they'll get the draft picks too of the rookies. So which will happen in the
I
off
don't
season.
think there's much place
But,
for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well. Thanks for coming on for the interview.
That's all good, boys.
Yep.
Thank you for having me.
Cool. All good.
No,
Now we have got a bit of a thing. Episode may be ending shortly. Yeah, have a good one, everyone. Nah, I'm not doing that.
damn.
So what have we gone over so far? Sorry, I haven't been following along.
No, we just had to. Let's move it on to the player of the round.
Player
For
of the
once,
round.
yeah.
Okay.
Play the round. This is an interesting one. This one.
For me, it's between Jack O'Neill and
I think this might go Kennedy, honestly. 360 meters, 2
Yeah.
tries.
Brody Kennedy. Yep, I'm going him too.
It was a good round. I'm gonna go top 3 actually, but Jack O'Neill, Brody Kennedy, and Chaz Dingo in that order as well. I think Jack O'Neill 3 tries, best player of the round. Kennedy also had a solid game, and so did Dingo. So 3 very good performances by those 3 fullbacks for their respective clubs.
Yeah.
So have we done? Do you want to talk about team of the week?
Yeah, let's go team of the week.
All right. Sorry for
Awesome.
being a bit slack not getting this posted onto YouTube, but we're just going to read it out
Okay,
here.
I'll
So if
read
you're
it
here, you
out.
can
I'll
listen
read
to
it
it.
out.
Okay.
To try and get my mood up. Team of the week. I know. So first, night number 1 is Brody Kennedy. Number 2, Joey Kelly. He had a great game. He was great for the Broncos. Almost got him over the line. 3, Chapman Kenny. He showed his heart out again. Played really well on that left hand side with Carl Lewis. 4, Chaz Dingo. He was too good to keep out of the side. He was amazing for Souths. 2 tries, just too good to keep out of the side. 5, Nathan Fisher. He had a great game again. Yep, but he was a solid performance. And in the halves, Liam Ryan and Jack O'Neill. 2 great performances. O'Neill was too good to keep out, and Ryan had a control the game well. 8, Jackson Allison. He had a great game in the second row. We thought him chuck in there. Not many good prop performances. At hooker, you got Tim James, played really well for the Eels again this week. 10, Matthew Harris, played a good game for Manly, over 100 metres. In the second row, you got Logan Guys, played really well against the Warriors. He got like 6 line breaks. He was great in defence as usual. I think he was a great player for Souths as usual, and very underrated too. Oh my God, Guys is underrated. David Barner at 12. He was great. 169 metres in a loss by 22. Great game from David Barner. Like, that's fair play to him. Fair play. You can't stop
Yeah.
him. At lock, you
Good
got
on him.
Tarini Behu. Consistent. Mr. Consistent. Still did really well at second row. I think he does well anyway, to be honest. So, yeah.
Potentially one of the
Yeah.
most underrated players in the whole comp. I reckon.
I'd say
Throwing
best
him
lock.
too.
Best lock in the games.
Oh, he's great player. So he could be a captain at any club, and he'd be good. And we'll move on now. This is my little segment, the power rankings.
Yeah.
Not a lot of change. We forgot to read over them last week. We kind of forgot about this, but we're going to go over them now. So at the top, I think they've been here pretty much all season. The Eels. Look, I think most would be saying they're the best team. They've beaten Souths and Panthers by a point each. And yeah, they've probably looked the best team all season. At number 2, I've got the Panthers. Now, people could be saying they're falling down, and they could possibly miss the finals this week, which is really the shock because like no one would have expected that. But they're at 2 just for now. Below them, I have Souths. They got over the Warriors. They still look like they can still challenge for the premiership. They're looking really good at this point. They're not the best team. They're not playing the best out of all the teams, but you know they could still beat the Eels and Panthers on their day. Number 4. Now they've dropped down from number 3 last week. Swap with Souths as the Warriors. I don't know. They've probably been hotter than they have colder, but I don't know. They've had a lot of mixed results. They're still probably on the cusp of the 4 at this stage for me. They could miss it this week if they lose to Manly. So we've got a couple of really important games. At 5, I got the Raiders. They've looked really good the last 2 weeks. They've definitely improved, gone a lot better than what everyone expected. I don't think this season is a failure for them, considering most had them to finish 7th or 8th. They could potentially even make the finals, which would be a shock. At 6, just below them, I have my future club and a lot of people's future club in Manly. Yeah, they've been hot. They've been the hot and cold team. They've got up over my team, the Broncos, on the weekends. They could also make the finals if they beat the Warriors, but I don't know. I feel like the Warriors would be too good there. At 7, it's my team. We've just looked really flat. I think we had one good game against the Raiders, and then since then we've just fallen asleep. And I mean, we've got the Cowboys there to save us from bottom spot, even though they did beat us.
I think if
Yeah,
they
a lot
beat
of
the
change
Eels, I'll be
happening.
above you to finish the season, though.
Yeah, possibly, because we play South. So,
If you
but
lose,
yeah, 11.
you would definitely. And if you lose and Cowboys somehow won, they will definitely be above you.
Yeah, for
Because
sure. But 11 or 17 players leaving the club is a shock. That's probably
Yeah.
that's too much. And in bottom spot, sorry Cowboys guys, but I've had you here pretty much all season. I just haven't seen much from you. I know you did beat the Broncos, but I feel like Broncos have played a little bit better against some of the top teams in the Cowboys. But as the lads were saying, if you guys could pull off the biggest upsets of the season and beat top ranked Para, I may move you up, but we'll have to wait and see. And the final power rankings will be out next week. So thoughts on those boys?
Yeah, pretty good.
good,
Pretty
except for Rabbitohs second. Except for Rabbitohs
Oh,
not being
yeah.
second.
Uh,
They
Nah, you
Panthers
guys lost
lost.
to Penrith.
to the Eels, top place by
Yeah.
1 point. So did the Rabbitohs, except the Panthers beat the Rabbitohs before. So like,
We both know that I didn't play 6 in either of them games.
Well, how good would this
Oh,
be?
damn.
Panthers Rabbitohs semi-final. Only
That'd be
one of them
pretty good.
gets into it.
I
That
would
would be
like
pretty
that.
good because
I would actually like to get rid of that Panthers bogey team crap.
I don't think it can
that would be really interesting actually.
Can it
Because
happen?
it'd be two teams which they're likely to finish second or third, so it would be interesting. And then probably Eels, they probably finish first now. And then that fourth spot is really open for Warriors, Raiders, or Seagulls. So yeah, which one of those 3 teams you think could challenge the Eels the most out of Warriors, Raiders, and Seagulls at this point?
Raiders.
Yeah, probably Raiders.
I tend to actually think the Warriors. I feel like they did actually beat the Eels earlier in the season. The Eels only loss of the season, so I feel
Yeah,
like
but
they could put up a
the
fight.
Eels have just gotten better with every week.
Yeah, they have looked better every week.
And that was in the first round. So I would be judging the Eels more on their last 3 than of their first 3.
It's interesting though because the Eels did get off a very slow start against the Panthers.
Mm.
So, but they were just too good in the later stages.
Yeah.
Managed to get up, which was unlucky for the Panthers boys. That would have been huge to them. So, but moving on. That's the end of round 6. Round 7, boys. Final round of the season.
Yeah.
Who's high? Finals next week.
Yeah, mate.
It's going to be
It's gonna be
awesome.
Crazy. So
Yep.
so fast, this season. I mean,
Oh, so quick.
it's gone really quick, and I'm like so stoked for finals. To see how everyone goes.
I was kind of hoping I'd be able to say that too, but look, I'm still really hyped for the finals, even though I'm not going to be featuring in any of those. But yeah, at this stage, I'm just tipping the Eels to go back to back. Just an early prediction, a couple of weeks out from the grand final, but we'll have to wait and see.
No,
What do you
I
guys
can't
think for a
see Eels
premier?
even going close to a premiership.
What do you mean by that? Like losing a semi-final? Is that what
I
you're
think
saying?
they'll lose semi-finals. They won't go past semi-finals.
I think they're gonna lose the grand final.
Ooh.
Yeah, either we make it to the grand final and lose it, or we actually win it. Like, I feel like we're a team that could actually make the grand final again.
Yeah.
I think
And our team has only gotten stronger from last season, and so it'd be pretty good if we made the grand final and won it again, because
Yeah.
they
I
go
think
back to
most
back.
likely it'll be an Eels Panthers or Eels Souths grand final.
Yeah,
Should be.
I'm
I don't
going.
think Panthers will play South.
I'm actually gonna go the fourth team to knock off the Eels.
Oh,
the
we saw it
fourth
last season.
I would, and that's why I don't want to finish first, because I feel like you could be shocked.
Well, yeah, you can't get too complacent. The finals.
Yeah, like we've said, I think we all agree that there needs to be a restructuring of the finals layout.
Yep.
yeah.
There's no benefit for coming first or second.
Yep. Well,
It's
that's
just
what we've suggested. but
Yeah.
might be changes coming in the future. But
Possibly, yeah.
it would be fair because I'm going to tell you now. I think one of those top 2 teams will lose. There'll be an upset in the finals for sure.
Really,
think-
one of the top. One of the top.
Well, one of the teams that finishes first or second will probably lose in the final. So that's just how it goes with the AI Rugby League Live 4. I would
Yeah.
not be surprised. So that kills. Happened last season for me, and we didn't get back there. We didn't even get close to getting back there this season. So yeah, I think there has to be some form of advantage for higher ranked teams.
Alright. So next round, round 7.
Mm.
All the games for that.
So
Pretty
fir-
exciting round, eh?
So the first game you kick off by the Warriors v Manly. What are our tips for this one? I'm going
Warriors
Warriors.
to win 13 plus.
Yeah, I'm going Warriors. I'm going Warriors 1-12. I think they'll bounce back this week. And they'll do well.
Yeah, this is a toughie. I mean, are we saying this is a win and in, isn't it, for Warriors Manly?
Yeah.
Looking at the ladder. So
Manly if they lose. Manly if they win.
Manly, if they
Manly
lose,
need
they
a
don't
big
make
win
it.
to make finals.
It's regarding that Panthers Raiders game because for and against and stuff could still hurt them if the Raiders won. I think is that how it was going to work?
If the Raiders win, then the Warriors just need to win. But
Yep.
if Manly wins, they need to win by a very big amount to have any chance of getting in.
Yep. Well, the Raiders game is the last one of the round, so we will know what they have. They'll know what they have to do prior to their game. But this Warriors game is
Playing
first
last
up.
is
So
cursed.
I don't think so. I think it's better. You know what you got to do. But
Nah.
yeah, it's a big game. Manly, they're gonna be stacked next season, but they'll be trying to
Remember, let
impress
me just
everyone signing with them.
let me
Yep.
remind you. In the nines, South Sydney played last, and did lose that match and missed the finals in the nines because of that last match, and that was the very last match before finals. So
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's nine is very unpredictable. Like there's
Oh yeah.
hard to really predict winners in that.
true.
Yeah. So what do we think of this game, boys?
I'm thinking Manly by 1-12.
Right, Warriors 1-12, I think.
I'm going Warriors 1-12.
Yep. Same. Okay.
Yep.
Now we've got the Rabbitohs playing the Broncos at CEX Coffs International Stadium, the home of
Broncos
Jai
1-12.
Collins. What are you saying,
Yeah, I
Butterfield?
think Broncos 1-12.
I'm just gonna say Broncos 1-12. Why not?
South's 13 plus, man.
I'm just
Nah.
gonna go for all the underdogs.
Love to see my boys get up, the Broncos. especially
Mr.
considering the
Collins
last
will be
game.
a huge help
But
at his home.
I'm giving this one. Unfortunately, I have to give it to South 13 plus. I think they're just going to be way too good. They're going to show us what they can do in preparation for the finals next week. But hopefully we can get up and hopefully ruin their chances of winning a premiership.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
I think Dingo will be too good again. Best player in the comp right now.
Or didn't. That's really debatable.
Oh,
My opinion's best player in the
Yeah.
comp right now.
I think something we can agree upon is that the best player in the comp is a fullback because I think that's
Yeah.
fair enough. Don't know which one. There's so many good ones, but
All the fullbacks
Yeah,
and I
I
feel
mean-
like the fullbacks do so much that even in simulations you can never go past a fullback, and it's annoying.
Yeah.
Yep. There's lots of good players. Barnes, Bunce, Herban, Iron, O'Neill. There's so many good players.
Yeah.
I'm going South 13 plus. But last game for the club. Hopefully, the 11 Broncos players, including myself, can really show something for the last time before we all move on.
Yeah.
We'll go to our third game of the round. This is on Tuesday night.
Eagles v Cowboys.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
This could be a flogging. This one, unfortunately.
I'm
North
going with my
Queensland
heart, and
Cowboys.
I'm going the Cowboys. 1 to 12.
Yeah.
I'll have to be realistic. I'm going Eels 13 plus.
Yeah,
I just
I'm
have
gonna
a
go Eels
feeling the
13
Cowboys are
plus.
going to win.
Oh, actually, Eels 1 to 12. Like, I feel like some bullshit could happen and just like Cowboys get up there.
Eels
mess just-
13 plus for me. I think
Shit.
they're gonna just say, oh, Eels and South will just give the Broncos and Cowboys players leaving the club a hard time.
Yeah.
I just don't think there's gonna be much hope in either of those games. But yeah, I think I'm expecting Eli Barnes have a big game. Possibly, I'm gonna say score a hat trick.
Yeah, I think you'll score. Yeah, I think you'll score three
Yep.
tries there.
He should be solid for them. Moving on, this is probably tied biggest game of the round. Panthers Raiders. Last game. It's another win you're in, I would say.
So it all comes down to this pretty much.
What's our thoughts on this one? Do we want the Raiders to get in? I'd
Yeah.
love to see the
I'd
Raiders
love
get
to
in.
see
Alright,
the Raiders to get in.
Okay.
I'd like to see Raiders because people were always doubting them, like they're saying a wooden spoon team. So it would be good to see Raiders
Yeah.
get into the finals.
I'll tell you right
Possible they
now,
could
I
even
didn't
finish
predict
third.
Raiders to be wooden spoon. I'll tell you that. But I did predict Manly to be the spoon. That hasn't happened.
No.
Can I just put this out here? If the Panthers win and the Rabbitohs win, and the Warriors lose or win by less than 9, then the Panthers and Raiders will verse each other again in the semi-finals.
Wow.
So it's a back-to-back same game. That's going to be
Huge, yeah.
Butters,
pretty
I've got a
crazy.
question for you. Is there a chance Raiders and Manly could both make finals, or is that impossible?
It is possible, definitely. Very,
What would have to happen?
So the
South would have
Seagulls
to
need
lose,
to
wouldn't
win.
they?
No, Seagulls would have to win by a very big amount.
As in, like, what, 30 or something?
No, we're talking more about, I'm going to say, between 18 and 24.
Okay. All right.
No, I think it's
And the
about
Raiders
actually about 30. I think it is around 30.
No, because you gotta take into account how much the Panthers lose by, and I'm gonna say that's anywhere between 2 and about 10, and so it comes out to about 18 to 24.
Alright.
Yep, fair enough. So essentially, Manly have to win big, and Raiders have to win by.
But they just need to win. They just need to win.
Yep. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. I mean, it's not impossible. Very likely, actually. Who knows? It's been that sort of season. Anything can happen. But yeah, what's our honest thoughts on this one, boys?
Panthers 1 to 12.
Raiders
I
1
think
to
I
12.
think
Panthers-
Raiders. Oh yeah, no, Raiders 1 to 12.
I'm
Liam,
going
I feel-
Brody
I feel
Kennedy to
like-
have a big game.
What are you
I feel
saying,
like it's
Butter?
a little bit of an attack. I feel like it's a little bit of an attack because I signed with Manly.
Yeah, honestly, I think so.
No, I just
Is
want
this
Raiders to
a
get
bit of a
in.
battle here, Liam?
I just want Raiders to get in because I've actually would think it's funny for Panthers. People like Quam Parker on your team being so cocky early on the season. It would be funny to see you miss the finals.
I'm just gonna say it now. Juan Parker is really, really on the outs with Panthers, and if he wasn't playing with them next year, he most likely probably would have gotten removed from our team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
Um, I'm going Panthers 1 to 12. Brody Kennedy have a 2-try performance again. I think they'll just be too good, and yeah. So because we're getting to that sort of the end of the season, we're going to do another set of predictions. What's our predictions for top 4 in order? Let's go through it.
First Eagles, second Rabbitohs, third yeah, probably third Panthers and then fourth Raiders. I don't know. Or nah, it can't be Raiders, can it? If they lose,
Yeah, it can be, but if Manly
could
won
be.
small, that Raiders get in.
Yeah, if Manly manage to do that, then I'll just do that. The normal current 4.
Yeah, I'd be inclined to say it says the same. Maybe Rabbitohs leapfrog Panthers to gain the home advantage in the semi-final. But I think Eels have got that first spot sealed up, and Panthers
Yeah.
are very second and third in some way. But fourth definitely the interesting one. But I'm going to play safe and
I
say
think
Warriors
fourth's
do it.
making the numbers.
I'd
So.
agree.
My
I
prediction
think
is I'm going
all three of those
first.
teams can show something.
Yeah, I think first will be the Eels, second will be the Rabbitohs, third Panthers, fourth. I'll go fourth. Then I'll go fourth with Warriors.
Yeah, fair enough. I think it should be those 4. They've probably been the best teams, but be exciting to have a Raiders or a Seagulls in the finals because they could just be so dangerous and really challenge Parramatta, who are likely to finish first. So
I
it's gonna
think
be a
they've
really
got
good
more of a
final
strike.
series.
I think all three have a strike though. You need to
Yes,
have a
they do.
strike
They
to
can all
beat
be
the
very good in
Eels,
their
or
day.
you need to have something.
Who knows what could happen, but it's gonna be one of those 3 that's gonna make it because Broncos and Cowboys, they're done. They can't make it. So
Yeah.
it's a really good final series. It's got a lot of good stuff planned. We're looking to get a representative from each of the finals teams on next week to really talk up a few things. We're going to have a few special episodes in preparation of each of the semi-finals, and yeah, it's just going to be it's going to be really good times. So SRL fight night in the off season. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is there anything else we want to talk about, boys?
Nah, that's pretty much it.
No,
Yeah.
not much else. Before we
Yeah,
end the episode, just
been
want
a
to
good
say that if you enjoyed, hit the subscribe button, like the video, and we'll catch you all next time on the next episode of SRL 180. And yeah, we'll
See
play
you,
the
lads.
music. Play the music and.
We finished.
Is that
Just gotta
it?
play the music.
Food is in the bro.
Yeah. I gotta go, boys.
Yeah.
See you.
Yeah.
Now I gotta head out. Good episode, lads. Cheers,
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah, let's. Na, 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 na.